Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the family. This channel is all about learning easy and simple English for everyday life. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a lesson. Let's jump right in. Every day, I wake up in the morning, I open my eyes, I sit on my bed, I stretch my arms, I take a deep breath. I feel fresh and ready. After that, I go to the bathroom. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I comb my hair. These are small things, but they help me start my day. Then I make my breakfast. I like simple food. Sometimes I eat bread. Sometimes I eat eggs. Sometimes I eat fruit. I also drink water or tea. While I eat breakfast, I think about my day. I think about what I need to do. This helps me feel organized. After breakfast, I get ready to go outside. I put on my shoes. I take my bag. I check that I have everything. Then I leave my home. When I walk outside, I see many things. I see people going to work. I see children going to school. I hear cars on the road. I hear birds singing. The world feels busy and alive. Sometimes I take the bus. Sometimes I walk. Sometimes I ride the bicycle. It depends on my day. Every day I learn something new. Learning is very important. Learning helps us grow. Learning makes life interesting. I learn English. I read new words. I listen to English videos. I repeat the sentences. I practice speaking slowly. You are learning to right now with this podcast. And that is wonderful. When we learn a language, mistakes are normal. Mistakes are okay. Mistakes help us improve it. So do not worry. Just keep practicing. During the day, I meet different people. I meet my friends. I meet my family. Sometimes I meet new people. When I meet someone, I say, "Hello, how are you?" This is a friendly way to start. If someone asks me, "How are you?" I say, "I am fine, thank you." Or, "I am good." Or, "I feel great today." Talking to people helps us connect. It makes us feel happy and open. In the evening, I go back home. I feel a little tired, but I also feel good because I had a full day. At home, I relax. I take off my shoes. I sit on my sofa. I take a deep breath. I feel calm. Sometimes I watch TV. Sometimes I read a book. Sometimes I cook dinner. It depends on my mood. After dinner, I clean the kitchen. I wash the dishes. I put everything in its place. Then I think about my day. What did I do today? What did I learn today? This helps me understand myself better. Before I go to bed, I brush my teeth again. I wash my face. I change into comfortable clothes. I like to relax before sleeping. Sometimes I listen to soft music. Sometimes I close my eyes and breathe slowly. When I feel sleepy, I lie down in my bed. I think of positive things. I think of my goals. I think of my dreams. Then I say to myself, "Tomorrow will be a good day." And then I fall asleep. Today I am going to the market. The weather is nice. The sun is shining. People are walking everywhere. When I enter the market, I see many colorful things. I see fruits. I see vegetables. I see bread. I see flowers. The market feels busy and alive. A woman smiles at me. She says, "Good morning." I say, "Good morning." Being polite is always good. I walk to the fruit stand. I see apples. I see bananas. I see oranges. Everything looks fresh. I say to the seller, "Hello, how much are the apples?" He says, "They are $2 per kilo." I think for a moment, then I say, "I would like 1 kilo, please." He puts the apples in a bag and gives them to me. Next, I buy vegetables. I say, "Do you have fresh tomatoes?" The seller says, "Yes, here they are." The tomatoes look red and beautiful. I say, "I will take some. Please give me 1/2 kilo." He smiles and says, "Of course." After the vegetables, I go to the bakery stand. The smell of fresh bread makes me feel happy. I say, "Hello, I would like a loaf of bread." The baker hands me a warm loaf. It feels soft in my hands. I also buy some cookies. They look sweet and delicious. The baker says, "Enjoy your day." I smile and say, "Thank you, you too." Now I have everything I need. I go to the cashier to pay. The cashier says, "Hello, did you find everything?" I say, "Yes, thank you." She tells me the total price. I take out my money, I pay slowly and clearly. Then she gives me my change. I say, "Thank you very much." She says, "You're welcome. Have a nice day." I leave the market with my bags. They are a little heavy, but I feel happy. I bought good food. I spoke to friendly people. And I practiced English. While walking home, I think about what I will cook today. Maybe a salad, maybe a sandwich, maybe some fruit. Everything sounds good. Today I am going to a restaurant. I am a little hungry. I want something delicious. When I walk inside, a waiter smiles at me. He says, "Hello, welcome. How many people?" I say, "One person, please." He shows me a table. I sit down. The place feels warm and comfortable. Soft music is playing. It feels nice. The waiter gives me a menu. I open it slowly. There are many choices. There is soup, there is salad, there is pasta, there is chicken. Everything looks good. I take my time. I read each item. I think about what I want. The waiter comes back and says, "Are you ready to order?" I smile and say, "Yes, I am ready." I look at the waiter and say, "I would like a chicken salad, please." He writes it down. Then he asks, "Would you like something to drink?" I say, "Yes, a glass of water, please." He smiles and says, "Sure, your food will be ready soon." While I wait, I look around the restaurant. I see people talking, I see people laughing. Everyone looks happy. After a few minutes, the waiter brings my food. He says, "Here you are. Enjoy your meal." The chicken salad looks fresh. It smells wonderful. I take a bite. It tastes great. I eat slowly. I enjoy each bite. The restaurant feels peaceful. I feel relaxed. When I finish eating, I feel full and happy. When I am ready to leave, I call the waiter. I say, "Excuse me, can I have the bill, please?" He says, "Of course," and brings the bill. I look at the total, I take out my money and pay for my meal. Then I say, "Thank you very much." He says, "You're welcome. Have a great day." I leave the restaurant feeling satisfied and calm. Today, I am going to the airport. I am traveling to another city. I feel excited, but also a little nervous. When I enter the airport, I see many people. Some people are walking fast. Some people are waiting. Some people are checking their bags. The airport feels big and busy. I walk to the check-in desk. A woman behind the counter smiles at me. She says, "Hello, can I see your passport, please?" I give her my passport. She types on her computer. Then she asks, "Do you have any bags to check in?" I say, "Yes, one bag." She takes my bag and puts a tag on it. Then she hands me my boarding pass. She says, "Your gate number is 12. Have a nice flight." I smile and say, "Thank you." Next, I go to security. There is a line of people. I wait patiently. When it is my turn, the officer says, "Please put your bag in the tray." I put my bag in. I also put my phone and keys in the tray. Then the officer says, "Please walk through." I walk through the scanner slowly. Everything is okay. I collect my things and continue walking. Now I am at gate 12. I look for a seat. I sit down and relax. I hear the announcement. Flight at 23 is now boarding. People start to stand up. Some people look excited. Some people look tired. Traveling is different for everyone. While I wait, I check my phone. I drink some water. I look out the window. I see airplanes moving on the ground. They look big and powerful. Finally, it is my turn to board. The gate agent says, "Passport and boarding pass, please." I show them. She says, "Thank you. Have a great flight." I walk through the tunnel. I enter the airplane. A flight attendant smiles and says, "Welcome on board." I find my seat. I put my bag under the seat. I sit down, buckle my seatbelt, and get ready for takeoff. I take a deep breath. I feel calm and ready. Today I am going to the hospital. I don't feel very well. I feel a little weak and tired. When I enter the hospital, I see doctors, nurses, patients, and visitors. Some people are sitting, some people are walking. The hospital is quiet, but very busy. I walk to the front desk. A nurse smiles at me and says, "Hello, how can I help you?" I say, "I don't feel well. I need to see a doctor." She nods and says, "Okay, what is your name?" I tell her my name slowly. She types on her computer and gives me a small form. She says, "Please fill this out." I write my name, my phone number, and my symptoms. When I finish, I give the paper back to her. She says, "Please wait in the waiting room." I sit down and wait for my name. After a few minutes, a doctor comes out and says, "Hello, are you Alex?" I say, "Yes, that's me." He smiles and says, "Please come with me." I follow him into a small room. I sit on the chair. The doctor asks, "What seems to be the problem?" I say, "I have a headache and I feel very tired." He nods and says, "Okay, let me check." He checks my temperature. He checks my breathing. He checks my heartbeat. Then he says, "You have a small infection, nothing serious." I feel relieved. The doctor says, "I will give you some medicine. You need to rest. Drink more water and take these pills 2 times a day." I listen carefully. I nod and say, "Okay, thank you, doctor." He prints a paper and gives it to me. It is a prescription. I walk to the pharmacy inside the hospital. I give the pharmacist my paper. She gives me the medicine and explains how to take it. I say, "Thank you very much." Now I feel better. I leave the hospital slowly. I go home to rest. I drink water. I take my medicine. I lie down and relax. I tell myself it is okay to rest. My body needs time to heal. Soon I start to feel better. I am thankful for the doctor and the nurses. Today I am going to the library. I want to read some books and learn something new. When I walk inside, the library feels calm and quiet. People are reading, people are studying, everyone is peaceful. I take a deep breath. The library feels like a good place to relax and learn. First, I look for a place to sit. I see a small table, I see a big table, I see chairs near the window. I choose a seat near the window. The sunlight feels warm and nice. I put my bag down. I sit quietly. I am ready to start reading. After a moment, I want to find a specific book, so I walk to the librarian. I say softly, "Excuse me, can you help me find a book?" The librarian smiles and says, "Of course. What book are you looking for?" I say, "I am looking for a book about English learning." She types on her computer and says, "It's on the second floor, on shelf number 12. I say, "Thank you so much." She nods and says, "You're welcome." Before leaving, I sit down again. I open the book. I read slowly. I learn new words. I write notes. I enjoy the quiet space. Some people are studying on their laptops. Some people are reading newspapers. Some people are writing in notebooks. The library helps everyone learn. After some time, I pack my things. I put the book in my bag. I stand up slowly. I walk to the exit. Before I leave, I whisper to myself, I learned something today. The library door opens. I walk outside. I feel calm, happy, and proud of myself. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this episode helped you learn something new. Make sure to tune in again for the next episode where we'll learn even more simple English. Until then, keep practicing, stay motivated, and I'll see you soon.